In a world where tamers are considered the lowest-ranking warriors, Rein is a tamer in the hero's party. He joined them to become stronger for their upcoming battle against the Demon Lord. One day, Rein is invited to meet the hero and his party, but they greet him with disgust. They accuse him of being worthless, only capable of carrying their luggage and looting enemies. They express disappointment in his work, claiming he slows them down and asking him to leave his gear, which they had helped him buy. Rein is shocked by their treatment, realizing that the people he trusted have looked down on him all this time. Hurt, he decides to end any friendship or relationship he had with them. As they whisper amongst themselves, they consider themselves fortunate that he is finally leaving, as they can now take more challenging quests without having to protect him. Feeling doubtful after being kicked out of the hero's party, Rein heads to the Adventurer Guild to sign up as an adventurer. There, he learns about the different ranks of quests and the corresponding ranks of adventurers. The guild clerk is surprised when he announces that he is a beast tamer, as they are usually considered weak and require a party for protection. Rein assures her that he will be careful and is ready to take the initiation test. He heads to the forest and hunts some goblins, barely managing to win. Suddenly, he hears a scream and rushes to investigate. He finds a girl with cat ears being attacked by a killer tiger. Despite knowing he can't win, Rein jumps in to help her. His knife breaks, and the tiger turns its attention to him. Realizing his impending defeat, Rein urges the girl to save herself. Slowly getting up, Rein has no weapon, but he is content knowing he saved the girl. The girl shows anger towards the tiger, and Rein advises her to run, but she decides to gather her strength instead. With an incredible leap, she comes down with a powerful kick, killing the tiger. Rein realizes from Kanade's unique ears and incredible power that she is a rare breed of cat spirit, one of the most extraordinary monsters. She suddenly faints, mentioning that she is hungry. After feeding her, Rein asks why she was alone in the forest. She introduces herself as Kanade and explains that she left her village in the mountains because she couldn't bear to be confined at home. She desired a life of adventure, so she embarked on a journey to find her own path. Rein feels comfortable sharing his story with her, including the mistreatment he endured from the hero in his party. Kanade recognizes Rein as a kind person. She expresses a peculiar connection between them and suggests forming a contract as a tamed beast. Rein is thrilled to create a bond with her, and they establish a connection. On their way back, Rein tames a rabbit and asks it to bring its friends. Kanade becomes confused as to how Rein can tame another monster while already being in a contract with her. After the rabbit brings its friends, Rein proceeds to tame the remaining rabbits, further perplexing Kanade. She tells Rein that he is very special since no one else can tame more than one monster. However, Rein finds it normal, adding to Kanade's confusion. The rabbits assist them in gathering the medicinal herbs needed for the adventure trials, and they head back to the guild. Rein is acknowledged as an adventurer and receives the reward for the trial. A man with a scar on his face approaches Kanade and starts making inappropriate comments, expressing his desire to have her for himself. He also insults Rein. Kanade defends Rein and confronts the man, standing up for him. The man mocks Rein and refuses to believe in his strength. He challenges Rein to an arm wrestle, with the winner claiming Kanade. Feeling the need to defend his honor, Rein accepts the challenge. As they lock hands, Rein effortlessly crushes the man's arm and defeats him. Rein is confused about how he was able to defeat him so easily, but Kanade explains that he must have gained all her strength through their contract. Rein and Kanade set out on another F-rank quest to collect medicinal herbs. Rein once again seeks assistance from the rabbits, but Kanade feels upset as she wants to be of use to Rein as his contracted familiar. Suddenly, Kanade senses something amiss, and they investigate to find an old man surrounded by bandits. The old man had the hero's party as his escort, but they fled when the bandits attacked. The bandits have cornered the old man due to their lack of proper scouting, as they didn't have a skilled tamer with them. Taming more than 2 monsters at once is no small feat, but they refuse to acknowledge Rein as a capable companion. In the forest, the bandits discuss their vile intentions towards the old man, even if he surrenders his cargo. Rein realizes that this challenge exceeds his abilities, but he cannot abandon the old man to his fate. They swiftly defeat the bandits, though Kanade worries about Rein. Despite the potential risk of losing control over his newfound power, Kanade observes that Rein remains composed, reassuring her of his abilities. Rein expresses concern for Kanade's well-being, which leaves her blushing and fascinated by him. The old man explains that the bandits are part of a ruthless group called the Effin' Fangs. They are a dangerous gang of bandits who will undoubtedly seek revenge for their fallen comrades. Rein is afraid but decides that attacking them now is the best course of action due to their violent nature. As they approach the bandits' hideout, Kanade tries to persuade Rein to let it go, pointing out the overwhelming number of bandits, over 100, who they wouldn't be able to defeat. However, Rein assures her and reveals his plan. As they near the cave, Rein discovers a species of poisonous bees that can incapacitate someone with their sting and be tamed. He sends Kanade to find reinforcements, specifically the Order of Knights, tasked with protecting the nation. Rein successfully takes down the Effin Fangs, and only the adventurers arrive to deal with the aftermath, explaining that the knights do not concern themselves with matters like bandits. Suddenly, a group of king lizards emerges, attacking everyone. It turns out that the bandits kept them as a form of protection, but they had spiraled out of control. Rein and Kanade join forces to fight the king lizards, taking them down one by one with their relentless assault. In the city, Rein and Kanade head to an inn to spend the night, as it would take until morning to rally the remaining bandits. They receive a substantial reward and are promoted to rank E adventurers for their heroic efforts. After a shy encounter in the inn, Rein and Kanade spend the night together, with Kanade reassuring Rein of her trust in him. The next morning, the inn clerk seeks their help, informing them that a hooligan has been blocking the Stride Bridge, the only trade route between the northern and southern continents. Adventurers who defeat him are allowed to pass, but no information about the hooligan's identity has been obtained from the defeated adventurers. As Rein and Kanade ponder this, a dragon suddenly appears, descending with great force and transforming into a girl named Tanya. She introduces herself as a dragonoid, an ultimate species bound by laws to embark on a journey to grow stronger and seek worthy opponents. Her goal is to find such opponents. The fight begins abruptly, with Tanya breathing fire at Rein and Kanade. Kanade retaliates, and Tanya counters. Rein attempts to catch Tanya off guard, but she launches another fire attack, pushing them to their limits. Realizing that he needs to change his approach, Rein understands that he must fight as a tamer. He asks Kanade to keep Tanya distracted while he implements his plan. As Kanade and Tanya continue battling, Rein summons a type of poisonous bird to attack Tanya. Eventually, Tanya falls to the ground, paralyzed by the bird's toxin. Rein decides to take Tanya with him, assuring her that he has no intention of selling her to slave traders but wants to dissuade her from engaging in such behavior again. Rein takes Tanya to the guild, where he tries to protect her identity to avoid causing her any trouble. Tanya expresses her desire to join them, believing that being with Rein and Kanade will provide better training than she could find elsewhere. Kanade suggests forming a contract with Tanya, and Tanya gladly accepts. Thus, a bond is established, and Rein becomes contracted with two ultimate species. As the heroes' party returns from their fruitless week in the forest, they realize how difficult it is to handle scouting, fending off monsters, and carrying loot all at once. They reluctantly come to the conclusion that they need Rein and his abilities. Disgusted by the idea of having to rely on Rein's supposedly useless job, the hero devises a plan to trick Rein into coming back by pretending to apologize. They believe that Rein's kind-hearted nature will make him accept their apology and come crawling back to them. Their true intention, however, is to kick him out again once they are done using him. Meanwhile, after Tanya joined Rein's party, their first quest together is to hunt slimes. Rein utilizes a new ability he has acquired, which allows him to transfer his consciousness to a bird for scouting purposes. Once he locates the slimes, he gathers them together and unleashes a powerful fire spell, harnessing Tanya's magical abilities just as he gained Kanade's physical strength. Back in the city, both Kanade and Tanya express curiosity about Rein's powers in his past. They inquire about his exceptional talent in beast taming, insect taming, and how he effortlessly achieves such feats. Rein decides to share the story of his childhood. He explains that he lived in a village with his parents, training with them every day. However, one day his parents asked him to train alone, claiming they wouldn't be able to watch him as they usually did. Upon returning, Rein finds his village engulfed in flames, with everyone dead. He is then discovered by a group of adventurers who take him in and leave him under the care of an innkeeper who is a friend of theirs. Rein had to do chores to survive and earn his keep until he eventually met Arios and his party. He believed that he was making a difference with them, fulfilling various roles such as scouting, carrying loot, and standing guard. However, in the end, they abandoned him and exploited him for their own benefit. Moved by Rein's story, Kanade and Tanya offer words of encouragement, expressing their belief in his amazing abilities, his talent, and his potential for greatness. They assure him that he is valued and appreciated in their party. In the encounter with the hero's party, Rein initially tries to avoid them, but the hero insists that they should have expressed their feelings in a better way and that they were friends once. Rein is taken aback by the insults hurled at him, but Kanade and Tanya step in to defend him. The hero notices the extraordinary abilities of Kanade and Tanya as a cat spirit and a dragonoid, respectively, and questions why they are wasting their time on someone like Rein. Kanade and Tanya explain that Rein is their master, revealing their deep bond with him and surprising the hero's party with the revelation that Rein has managed to tame not just one, but two ultimate species. The hero then offers Rein the opportunity to accompany them to the Lost Woods, explaining that they had previously been unable to carry all the loot due to the challenging nature of the maze-like forest. They emphasize how useless and weak Rein is, attempting to make him feel honored to work with them again. Initially, Rein refuses, but when the hero's party emphasizes the importance of their mission in retrieving retrieving the relic shield essential for defeating the Demon Lord, Rein realizes that the fate of the world is at stake. Driven by his desire to protect others from suffering similar experiences, he reluctantly accepts the offer. However, before proceeding, Kanade and Tanya insist that the hero's party apologize. Tanya suggests that they should grovel on the ground as a gesture of respect for Rein. The hero becomes angry and insults Kanade and Tanya, demeaning them as pets and playthings. Unable to contain his anger, Rein punches the hero, Arios, in the face, sending him flying. This act triggers a fight between Rein's party and the hero's party. In the midst of the battle, Kanade showcases her incredible strength, easily deflecting the attacks of the hero's gladiator and responding with devastating punches. The gladiator threatens to use his full power, but Kanade confidently states that she will do the same. The gladiator becomes fearful upon realizing that Kanade hasn't yet unleashed her full strength. She launches a powerful kick, knocking him unconscious and solidifying Rein's party's victory in the skirmish. In the battle against the mage and saint of the hero's party, Tanya effortlessly dispels their magic with her material canceller magic. Mocking them, she laughs at their futile attempts to harm her. Exhausted and unable to continue, the mage and saint admit defeat as Tanya cancels her own epic magic, revealing it to be a prank. Meanwhile, Rein and the hero, Arios, engage in their own intense battle. Arios continuously throws insults at Rein, provoking him further. Arios showcases remarkable swordplay, but Rein's incredible strength is evident as he throws powerful punches. The hero questions how Rein can possess such power. As the fight continues, Arios attempts to use his magic against Rein, but he overlooks a crucial detail: Rein's ability as a tamer. Rein had formed a temporary contract with a bee, allowing him to paralyze Arios and bring an end to the fight. Rein, Kanade, and Tanya proceed to the Lost Woods to retrieve the shield, realizing they can complete the quest without the hero's party. They encounter a fairy named Sora, an ultimate species with immense magical abilities. Fairies are known to harbor a strong dislike for humans due to past mistreatment. Rein bravely faces Sora's attack, piquing her curiosity about the kind of adventurer who would do so. After a conversation, they explain their mission, and Sora decides to give them the shield, as it was her duty to deliver it to the hero anyway. However, Rein senses that something is amiss and asks how he can help her. Sora reveals that she and her twin sister, Runa, were tasked with protecting the Lost Woods. One day, a dark knight serving the Demon Lord attacked them, and Sora was captured while Runa managed to escape. Sora had asked her village for help, but they abandoned her and refused to assist. Touched by her story, Rein agrees to help Sora. Together, Rein, Kanade, Tanya, Sora, and Runa launch an attack on the knight's lair. The knight suspects Rein to be the hero due to his strength, but Rein denies it, protecting Sora. With relentless attacks, they drive the knight away and successfully save Runa. In gratitude and with a desire to break free from the village's grasp, Sora and Runa decide to join Rein on his journey, forming a strong bond with him. Rein, Kanade, Tanya, Sora, and Runa encounter the hero's party once again in the city, handing over the shield. The hero's party is surprised by how quickly they retrieved it, but after using appraisal magic, they confirm its authenticity. The hero's party, still in denial, tries to persuade Rein to rejoin them, offering better treatment and pay. However, Rein firmly refuses their offer and departs. This rejection fuels the hero's anger and humiliation. According to legends, the hero was granted the power of the gods through the infusion of divine blood, allowing him to train endlessly and obtain ultimate powers. Sora explains that Rein possesses a similar potential, and this revelation motivates Rein to pursue the path of becoming stronger and potentially defeating the Demon Lord. In the city, Rein seeks to acquire a new weapon but finds that the dwarf blacksmith lacks the necessary materials, specifically a mithril stone found in the mines owned by the dwarf. While exploring the mines, they come across a group of bandits who have a grudge against the dwarf. Rein's party swiftly defeats the bandits, including a tamer who has managed to tame a behemoth. As the fight ensues, Kanade escorts the defeated adventurers outside, while Rein attempts to tame the behemoth, ultimately succeeding. However, due to the limited bond between the tamer and the behemoth, it becomes uncontrollable, forcing Rein to defeat it. As a reward for retrieving the mithril stone, Rein receives the weapon he needed from the dwarf. In the city, the son of the ruling lord, Edgar, takes an interest in Sora and Runa, claiming they belong to him. However, they firmly reject his advances. Edgar persists and orders his guards to attack, but Rein defeats them and urges them to stand down. Desperate to possess the girls, Edgar takes the city's residents hostage, threatening their lives unless Rein surrenders the girls. In a moment of revelation, Rein taps into his fairy abilities, utilizing consecutive casting, a type of magic unique to fairies. Edgar becomes furious, and his father allows him to handle the situation. Meanwhile, the vice captain of the Order of Knights, Stella, approaches Rein, offering her assistance. She reveals the corruption that has permeated the city, with the Order of Knights colluding with the ruling lord. Stella pledges to help Rein in his fight against the lord's tyranny. In a desperate attempt to destroy evidence of their wrongdoings, the corrupted Order of Knights, led by Gelstrager, moves towards a designated warehouse. However, Sora, Runa, and Rein join the fight, with Rein using his new weapon. Stella also engages Gelstrager in combat. Despite being initially overwhelmed, her determination surpasses his and she manages to defeat him. Meanwhile, the hero convinces Edgar to target Rein, capitalizing on his hatred for him. Edgar is given a ring that possesses the power to bring death to its target, and he eagerly accepts the hero's gift. Rein, Stella, the Knights, and his party launch an assault on Edgar's mansion. During the search, Rein discovers a three-tailed fox girl named Fina and rescues her. They battle against Edgar's guards and knights, eventually capturing the lord. However, Edgar unexpectedly activates the ring, seemingly killing Rein. To the shock of Edgar and the hero, Rein emerges unscathed, having obtained another ability from Runa. The ring takes control of Edgar's body, transforming him into a demon resembling the one that destroyed Rein's home. Torn by terror and memories of his past, the demon heads towards the city with the intent to slaughter its citizens. Rein and his party engage in a fierce battle against the demon, attempting to bind him. Despite their best efforts, the demon proves to be incredibly powerful, rendering even powerful fairy magic ineffective against him. The demon summons reinforcements, and while the battle seems to be turning in their favor with the use of consecutive casting, the demon summons more monsters, overwhelming them. Realizing that the demon plans to retreat, they evacuate the city's people, and the remaining adventurers unite to deal with the lesser foes while Rein confronts the demon. Fina, the girl Rein saved, reveals her teleportation abilities and helps Rein reach the demon. With Fina's assistance and by taming the demon's minions, Rein delivers a final blow, defeating the demon once and for all. After the intense battle, Rein forms a contract with Fina, and together with his expanded party, they purchase a house to live in. Determined to grow stronger and live happily, they embark on a new journey together. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, please like, subscribe, and keep watching anime.